Okay, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first post-match press conference tonight. We have Irish captain Johnny Sexton and coach Andy Farrell. First question, please. Let's have hands in the air, quick as we can. Here we are in the front here, please.
Andy, Johnny, commiserations. Can I ask you both just where you feel that game was lost?
Fine margins and all that, you know, getting held up over the line from a maul, very close to the end, which could have sealed the game. You know, those little bits are all over the game, aren't they? And, you know, if, buts and maybes and all that, and at the end of the day, two good teams out there, playing some outstanding rugby, and unfortunately for us, we came out on the wrong side of the score. Sport can be cruel sometimes, I suppose. That's why we love it so much. But you know what, Rory? I suppose I'll reflect on it more over the coming days. But my initial feeling is that I'm unbelievably proud of the group, of how they've handled themselves, not just today or through the tournament, but how they've handled themselves as people over the last couple of years. So that would be my overriding feeling.
Okay, question here in the front.
Yeah, just one for Johnny. Hard luck out there. Bitterly disappointing. It's been incredible to watch this team in this World Cup. So just a thank you for the journey. For yourself, Johnny, how would you sum it up, and your time in this green jersey, how proud you are of all the lads and everything you've achieved?
It's a long question.
I know.
I know. We appreciate it, though. Thanks.
Thank you. Yeah, like it's good, isn't it? Like you said, the last 6 weeks it's been incredible. The support, the way we've played, the combination of both. You know, it's been a dream come true, really, for all of us. And I include today as well. I just felt they didn't have to work as hard for their tries. You know, we gave, it's almost like we got sucker punched a couple of times. I'm not taking anything away from them. They're a quality team, but the way we had to work for our scores and to sort of have, I suppose, the upper hand in a lot of parts of the game, and then to concede, you know, the try that we did at the second half, but then to fight back again just shows the character of the team. They're an incredible bunch, really. So yeah, very, very proud to be part of it.
Gentleman at the back here, there he is.
Johnny, you probably don't want to hear this at the moment, but thank you for everything you've done for Irish rugby over the years. I mean, taking this team to, and Andy too, of course, but taking this team to levels we've never seen. Again, tough to answer at the moment, but with this young nucleus, how confident are you that in 4 years' time they can come back and they can really push on?
Is that to me? Sorry.
Sorry.
Thanks very much. I think a lot of our group are still learning, and I've just said to the group in the changing room, the reason that I know that they're going to keep on learning is because of this guy sat at the side of me here. The impact that he's had on the rest of the team over the last 4 years has been amazing, and the way that he's conducted himself as a leader, as a rugby player, and the way that he's shown the love for playing for Ireland will be remembered and connected to this group for many years to come. So through his example, the younger guys will keep on getting better and striving to be better. There's no doubt about that.
Andy, just a match specific. Andrew Porter was the most penalised person at scrum time during the Heineken Cup. Is there a feeling that this player who isn't penalised at URC level half as much, that Ireland were unlucky in that we got a Heineken Cup referee who maybe had a fixed view? The penalties, or what was your view of the scrum?
We've a different view, Derek, to what was going on out there, but you know, we don't want to sit here and have sour grapes, etc. We want to congratulate New Zealand on a fantastic performance. It was a fantastic game to be part of, and probably fitting of a final, etc. Scrum was part of the equation 100%, and we'll get the answers, you know. Andrew 100% was very frustrated with what was going on out there, so you know, we don't want to be bitter losers. We want to hold our head up high and do it the right way.
A question up front.
Andy, hi.
Hi.
Ian Foster said yesterday that when it comes to knockout rugby, you don't want to die wondering, and he said New Zealand didn't want to die wondering. Is it some consolation to you after that performance that, you know, you didn't go out wondering? It looked like everything was left there.
It is. I mean, if you go out with a whimper, it's pretty hard to take, isn't it? We deserve a little bit more of ourselves than that, and we didn't, did we? You know, when New Zealand put pressure on people and get the scoreboard ticking over, and it was 6-0, and obviously we give 3 penalties away at the start of the game that give them soft points there, and then they score next as well, and all of a sudden, you know, we've seen time and time again with this team, the All Blacks, that is, just take the game away from people, and these guys, they kept on believing in themselves, and rightly so, because of the rugby that they're able to play under pressure. So I'm immensely proud. I'm immensely proud of absolutely everyone that's connected with Irish rugby, to be fair. The staff have been immense over the last 4 years. The players, not just in this squad, but the players that we've used in that 4-year cycle have been a joy to work with. And not just that, the connection with the fans, and you know, it's all. It seems like it's all one big family, you know. So I'm unbelievably proud to be associated with it all. I think the sad thing for us now is that for this group, it's probably the end. Obviously, it is for Johnny, and Keith Earls he's going to retire as well. So so things are going to change. Mick Kearney, our manager, is going to finish up as well. So over the next 24 hours, it's time to make sure that we get a smile back on our face as soon as we possibly can, and celebrate what has been some unbelievable careers and what they've done for Irish rugby. So it's important to us that.
Up on the left. Yep.
Johnny, those final 30, 40 phases, how did they feel to you? What was going through your head at that stage?
Yeah, I thought we had them a couple of times, and then obviously to concede the turnover when we were so close to the line was gutting. They scramble incredibly hard for each other. There's probably a couple of overlaps we probably didn't take full advantage of, but again, incredible to have the stakes so high and to go through that many phases just showed what this group is made of. And yeah, it's good in that we couldn't finish it off. You know, just going back to that maul, you know, when you're over the line, it's tough to take with small margins. Just a kick, you know, that maybe, you know, when you're chasing a penalty, it's a lot easier at the end. But yeah, we left it all out there at least.
Johnny, commiserations. What's your message to the supporters in the country?
Well, thank you. Yeah, you know, it's how can you be prouder to be Irish when you see what's happened over the last 6 weeks? Really, like it's we get behind the team like no other. It's incredible, and it's not wasted on us, and that's why it's so hard to take. Really, that we didn't give them another couple of weekends. But like Baz said, it's small margins, and that's sport, that's life. It's unfortunate, but this group will bounce back. They're an incredible bunch, led by the man beside me, and there's the best group I've ever been a part of, bar none. And these guys, they'll go on and achieve great things. And I'll be sitting in the stand having a pint like you lads.
Shouting at them. That's what he'll be doing.
Okay, we have a question up here on the right.
Yeah, commiserations, Johnny. What's next for you, both short term and long term, and how do you reflect on your final year overall? I mean, obviously you had a couple of injuries, you had the suspension, but you also had the Grand Slam and a fantastic World Cup journey as well.
Yeah, the last couple of years have been definitely, in a green jersey anyway, the most enjoyable of my career. Definitely, the group, the way Faz leads us with the other coaches. You know, everyone runs into camp, never wants to leave. It's an incredible place to be, and that's what I miss the most. Going to work every day with those guys, but just grateful as well. Like you can't be 38 and sit here giving out too much. I've had lots of ups and downs in my career, lots of injuries. Yeah, so I'll probably reflect more over the next couple of weeks and take a bit of time off and spend it with my family and see what happens.
Okay, another question at the back on the right.
Johnny, you've played against a lot of All Black teams over your career. Where does that All Black performance that you ran into tonight rank for you?
Yeah, like the All Blacks judge themselves on winning World Cups, don't they? So time will tell how good this team is. Obviously, you know, moments of brilliance tonight won them the game, and how dogged they were in defence, how good they were at the breakdown, and yeah, time will tell. But they've got some outstanding players. They're well coached. Obviously, it's improved a lot since Joe and Ryan have gone in as forwards coach, and Jason Ryan, and yeah, so they're clearly on the up. They've obviously Argentina in the semis, so you know you'd probably likely in the final, and then anything can happen. So it'll be good in watching it, but they're a good team.
Okay, two more questions. We've got one in the front here.
Johnny, commiserations on the defeat. Andy mentioned Keith Earls a couple of minutes ago. I'd just like to ask you about what it's meant for you to share the pitch with him down the last 13, 14 years.
Yeah, he's a legend. One of my best mates. Not just in rugby, but in life. You know, I spend a lot of time with his family. You know, away from rugby, and top class human being. Legend of a bloke. You wouldn't meet a more popular lad in the squad. Like, you know, he's a big part of our team. You know, off the pitch, on the pitch, he's obviously a legend as well. He's had some massive days. The 100th cap. You know, good for him that he picked up an injury at a bad time. So he couldn't be involved in the last couple of weeks, but he'll go down as one of the very best for sure. And this group will miss him definitely.
Okay, final question here.
Andy, you mentioned it's a bit of an end of an era, but what in particular gives you real confidence that the next era can be as successful, if not more successful?
Just knowing what we've got, the type of character that we've got, the type of people that we've got, the type of player, staff, the hunger to want to wear the green jersey, etc. It is the end for this team because people are going to be leaving, but the competition that this team has built over the years will continue because of how it's been driven, certainly over the last couple of years. So the talent that we've got in Ireland will continue to come through and will continue to challenge. I've no doubt about that.
Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Johnny.
Thanks a
Thank
lot.
you, ladies and gentlemen.
Cheers.
Thank you.
We'll be back shortly with the New Zealand team.